Ćao puno ljudi, dobar dan i dobrodošli na kanal Arena Esport. Sa vama Babić od Rivije. Od Rivije! Yeah! Kad čujete to ime, znate šta igramo. Ja moram malo ovo sam napravim ovdje, malo razmeštaj. Avalače, srce meni plače. Ostavi smo i Avalaka i Yennefer da čekaju dok mi pređemo DLC-ove. Oni ble negdje ono kao, hoće li ovaj lik? Hoće. Samo polako. Koliko se sjećam... Da, treba da nađemo onog jednoroga i... Šta beše ono drugo? Predivan pogled. Prvo idemo po zlatnu ribicu. Ću poginuti ako skočimo, da? Što mi si prozivao lik? Kao, vino je lek, a ne dva mača. Druže... Svi misle da će Geralt da se bije ovdje s ljudima. Zapravo on je najmirniji od svih. Evo ga jednorog. Kad je već tu, idemo prvo do njega.
Perhaps an apple will work, or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Šta?
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Dobro ovaj lik.
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets. Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Bacimo aksi. Šta možda voli? Šta može da voli? Nema apsolutno ništa ovdje, u okolini. Ja sam mislio da mogu da mu bacim aksi. I kao, to je to. Aha, možda ovdje nešto.
Old game's not likely to tempt a unicorn. Crispy apple. Should like that like any other damn horse.
Jabučica, gdje je? Quest items. Nije tu. Ovdje. Nije ni tu. Jabučice, gdje si? Ček. Da li je to ta jabuka? Jeste, nema koje druge. Aha, već je tu. Ok. Moja greška. Gdje ga je? Konjić. Ajmo malo brže. Aha, ne samo da ne trčimo ni da skačemo da ga ne bi uplašili.
An apple. Yum.
Tako je.
Easy. Gardens are huge.
Bravo.
Be better off on horseback.
Around here it's wine and more wine. But me, I prefer brandy.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
Do you think I have learned this positive issues? They say work the places.
Did someone just dive in the water?
Evo je.
Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
Aha, nije, ovo je candy. Čokoladica. A, eno je. Ja mislim da je ona desno tamo. Tofi... Candy, trebalo bi da je ovo. Jedino izgleda kao zlatna ribica. Jeste.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly course doth trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace.
Realno da mi lik nabao ispred face.
Good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
Tako je, bre.
A key.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Nisam.
Graceful.
Druže, tek će da vam bude do igre, kad budete čuli šta će se desi. Plivaj, Geki, ajmo, Geralte.
It's positively useless.
Jesi, bre, ti? Ne da ću uzeti od njega, nego ću da jašem ovog lika koji je kao zapravo nedodirljiv.
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Šta je tlast? Ja završavao dve stvari, ti jednu samo.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Ajmo pod broj 3. Nemam pojma gde, ali možda pod 3.
Grown with ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed, but only one where it looks, the key to which looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Imam neki osjećaj da kasnimo. Kasnimo fino. Iako smo vrlo brzo rešili sve.
Wait here.
Ja bi poginuo da sam pao ovako.
Butch? What was that?
Ozbiljna zverka. Ma, može i Geralt.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you.
I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
None. Bukvalno ni jednog.
I don't kill innocents. Murderers, though, you bet.
I'll soon be done. I've but one left. And you, should you not stand down.
And once you're done, intend to leave? Go kill somewhere else?
No. I intend to live. Happily ever after.
Show me what you got. I won't make you kill again.
Sekund, jel imam neki napitak protiv vampira? Mora da imam nešto. Imam. Imam ovo. Ali ovaj lik ne može da me udari koliko sam moćan. Hiluješ se, a? Svaka čast, izbjegao mi je jak udarac. Nema više healovanja, druže. Opa, svaka čast. Volim kako Geralt u sred tuče ozbiljne baci komentar liku da je ružan. Seci lika, bre. Mora se beži, nisi dovoljno jak, druže, za mene. To je prvi susret sa gospodinom Detlafom. Sad će doći naš prijatelj koji će nam otkriti ime i sve o njemu. Ali eto ja da vam dam spoiler.
You are to stay where you are. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
Oh yeah.
No, he's my friend.
To će ishiluje lik za sekundu.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You all right?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
You being here, not some fortunate coincidence, I take it.
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy.
Veoma filozofski nastrojeni vampir.
Landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Znači ima razlog, klasika.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course.
Držanje ubica, ja spašavam ljude, o čemu se radi?
964?
Pred 300 godina, da.
3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found the poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once in the street had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains.
Znači, izabrao je kasnije.
He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact,
znači on brani nekoga.
of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, inventing his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Dobro, sad makar znamo da lik ne ide kao ludak bez veze i ubija.
And all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast. Am I right?
Bravo je.
Sure.
Let us find him.
Ali opet mislim da ćemo morati da ga isečemo.
I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Aha, video je ovaj nešto.
We flew here as fast as our coursers would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work.
Znači, Milton je gotov.
Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Šteta. Mislim, nema mi ovdje šta da istražujemo, ali bi volio ako ima neki loot. Ajde da ovo uzmemo. I ovo. I ovo. Mada torč smo mogli da bacimo. Šta će mi torč? Ja, mi ništa ne treba. Evo ovako, da bacimo pogled mi. Da, svašta nešto sam našao ovdje. Turnir ćemo ostaviti za posla. Šta je ovo? Ovo je 46. level, to ćemo da ostavimo za kasnije. Idemo prvo da radimo. Malo da radimo ljudi side questove. Nismo radili side questove, ne pamtim. Bukvalno sve se vrtelo oko čišćenja. Šta se sad desilo?
Sir, a letter for you, sir.
Stvarno?
Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Aha, očekuje neki zlatnik, mališ. Ide. Što damo?
Thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Ajde, beži, mališa. Pisalo je da je poštarina plaćena, ali nema veze. Ima za sladoled.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Tucson.
Jennifer!
Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you. Thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Dobro, ajde vidimo samo za koji je to level. Gde mu dođe to? Evo ga, 35 isto. Ok, nastavljamo s ovim što smo krenuli prvenstveno da radimo. Sad, Beauclair je toliko ogroman. Dobro. Beauclair je toliko ogroman da ćemo možda nekad više morati da jašemo konja nego da idemo peške. Oglasna tabla. Može. Sve uzimamo.
Nox Celavi. Might be worth looking into.
Evo ga Grandmaster Armorer. Master Armorer Beauclair seeks brave men to help recover long lost diagrams. Ok, contract is highly dangerous, as such will be lucratively rewarded. Sjajno. Ajde na mapi da vidimo gde je on.
Not something I do often, but might be worth investigating.
Vidite koliko misija odjednom. Predivno. Armor is stable. Nemam još obeleženo gde je Master Armorer, jeli? Jeli. Aha, evo ga. Ipak ćemo prvo tu. On je bliže.
This is Beauclair, not some.
Kao da je htio da kaže this is Sparta.
This is Beauclair.
Dobro, čuo sam malo pre to.
The exhibition of the original Daubry monument will remain closed until further notice.
Zašto?
Please disperse. The exhibition is closed.
What's this about?
Oh, Lapiota, give me strength. I can't bear this, please. I believe I've been clear. No presentation today. Oh, wait. Are you not that famous witcher, Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
Saw your notice. Mentioned a monument.
The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
Što da ne?
The statue. Just tell me, what's the problem?
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you. Here it is. Our pride and joy, Reginald Daubry. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other organs.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung
Svaka čast.
directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very...
Onda je neko 100% iz te grupe došao I nabao. Ajmo,
Any idea? Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect. Who would not want it for himself?
Okay.
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times. Sorry, Reginald, don't worry. You shall be whole again soon.
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this. Dried bloodstain.
Čiji je to krv?
It must.
Nemo plačeš, druže. Tu sam ja da vam rešim sve probleme. Ček. Tu nešto se crveni, ne? Ne crveni se ništa. Op. Evo ga nešto ovde.
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
Aha, znači pratimo miris. Baš su bahati ovdje prema meni. Još ne znaju šta sve mogu I šta ću sve učiniti za batice. Ovo je neki pijani lik trča, a? Šta je ovo? Ovo drugo je za Gwent turnir. Vidio sam dva lika sada igraju karte.
Scent leads to this door.
Te iga, matori.
Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, and landed where she already lay.
Psst! Hughes! That's not him!
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence. A serious...
Ja, da ima muža, a?
What?
That's not my husband.
You mean, not your husband? Who are you? And why are you in my home? Out! Now! Or I'll summon the guards!
Bukvalno ne sviđa mi se kako
Watch your
priča.
tone, Gramps. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves the body wonderfully.
Ima mnogo iritantan glas.
Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
That's so. You seem well informed, Hughes. Maybe you know who stole Reginald's testicles.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda!
Opa! Rosalinda! Ide problem, došao Jose Angel Miguel.
This really is not my day.
Oh.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, scallop! What the laugh's this? Rosalinda! One, I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond!
Da li? Ma dobre, kući.
Got no time for this. Go home.
Yes, that'll be best. I'm done here.
Treba sam možda malo da ga ispesničim. Ali on je ovako i mirniji i faca mu normalno.
But that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving my skin.
Vratite se.
So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove.
Ne. Ja smatram da treba i ono da ostane da čuje. Ode, Rosalinda.
All right. I admit I stole the stones. And you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I, well, 3 times and counting.
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age. That's more than the entire last decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Tako je, deko.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Hmm? Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They
Ma nema šanse.
make me young again.
Da li da mu ih pozajmimo?
Perhaps I could lend them to you for one more day. What would you say to that?
A day is 3 more romps at the least. You've a deal, sir.
A pare? De pare? Da sam znao... Dobro. Idemo da nađemo Grandmastera ponovo. Opet sam se udalio od njega. Da sam znao da mi neće dati pare za pozemljene kamenčiće, ne bi mu ih ostavio uopšte. Koliko živ grad. Opa. Dobar dan, gospodine.
Greetings. A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Toussaint. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality. Grandmaster level.
To mi treba.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Toussaint. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
Pa nema ništa više pričaš, druže, o tome.
Where to look? Why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No,
puštana.
I rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
Može. Ali prvo... Samo malo.
Would you craft something for me?
Of course.
Da vidim prvo da li ja imam Mastercrafted za... Ursin Mastercrafted imam. Nemam Superior, molim. Šta?
What do you have?
Zar nemam bre Ursin armor? 10.000 ima lik. Puh, vrh. Sve ćemo prodam kod njega. Čuvamo samo armor piercing, to je to. Dobro. Mene zanima sljedeći. Da završimo, mislim, dijalog. Pa da vidim, ne razumijem kako nemam, bre... A ne, ja već imam... Ja imam Mastercrafted mi treba, jel tako? Potpuno se zbunio, dugo nisam gradio iteme.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learnt my trade at Genside's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand.
Sjajno.
What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
Može.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Prvo moja škola.
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe yet a well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropia. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
Dobro, daj kaži mi sad o medvedu.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True. This one.
Ovoga mi imamo 25.000.
But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed. The bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
Znači, rip.
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No. It said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usa, but you may wish to search them.
Dobro, ajmo sad
Let's
ovaj.
talk about the cat.
You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the Ducal Guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
Ali nisu bili pravi,
You
vjerojatno.
saw. Was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt.
Aha.
It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
Dobro, imamo još jedan.
The School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century past, one of their number came to him, a witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tiensail slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no
Pametno.
business with a drunk.
Pametno.
The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the Ducal Guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
Dobro. Proveli smo fino vremena kod ovog gospodina. Evo ga. Konačno novi. Ok. Znači imamo sad za Ursingir. Sjajno. Čekaj bre. Aha. Ovo smo htjeli. Ovo smo krenuli prvo da radimo. Onda sam naišao na jednu misiju, drugu misiju, treću misiju, četvrtu. Doneli mi pismo. Mač lebdi. Reče mi da sam baš zgodan ova žena. Što ne mogu da zovem bre Roacha, što se dešava? Ne radim X. Da li se Roach naljutio što sam jako jednoroga? Valjda nije. Zdravo bre. Nemo tako da pričaš bre. Dobar dan i tebi, tako je već bolje. Kako lepo izgleda palata. Da, sigurno trenutno se ne čuje muzika. Roach neće da dođe. Znači nešto nije cool. Naletali smo neki blagi glitch. Znači bi stigli ovamo već odavno. Moj, ti si normalan, bre. Beži odatle, bre. Beži. Beži odatle. I kući u WC. Ajde, Guillerme, da čujemo. Gde gori? Čekaj, bre, ko? A ovo je ono što se tuko sa...
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be
To ova na
cursed?
koju se on loži?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others.
Vivian,
Though the
dobra.
fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then
suddenly, mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble.
Lik ima
I noted
lokne
that often come night, she
kao da je
ventures
malo
into
pre
the
skinuo
woods,
one
where I've seen
papilotne.
her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven
Pogledaj,
on occasion
nemoguće.
to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
Ima i bubuljice. Šta se dešava s ovim čovjekom?
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her
Što
days
pitaš onda?
within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck. for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivienne, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Lepo. Prvo pričamo o parama.
Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I am no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
Lepu lovu nudili, ka? Ajde probamo sa 600.
Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Sjajno. Imamo dogovor, prijatelju.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivienne.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher.
Druže, nema me
Besides,
zezaš.
tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Ne treba mi, brate. Bukvalno mi ne treba ništa.
Apply all the skills you mentioned on a daily basis, and against monsters, not targets and dummies. Don't need any training. Going straight to the tourney grounds to sign up.
Go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all...
Što i dalje, nemam više uzvičnik, dobro je. Mislim da mi stoji uzvičnik i dalje iz nekog razloga iza njega, ali ne. Samo vidimo, ko si ti, ko si ti, ko si ti? What? Je ovo neki Grandmaster Armorer, a?
No two ways about it.
Armor chromed and greft or fluted, whatever your heart's desire.
Vidi, vidi. Opa! Žao malo kartice.
No, you're busy, but you up for a round of Gwent?
Samo će klimne glavom. Neće ni da klimne glavom. Mora da igra. Pljuno me lik. Može ovako, zadovoljan sam. Što mi daje ovo? Dobre karte ima ovaj, igramo s istim špilom. Biće teško. Nije frka. Sad će skipuje. Neće, dobro. Sad će skipuje. Ja ću skipuje. Sad baci ovu kartu, lik umjesto baci tu kartu kad ja imam preko 10 ovdje na talonu. Nema veze. Evo ti ovo, prikec. Daj ti meni 2 karte nazad. Sjajno. Još 2 karte meni. A moguće ove 2 kad mi ne trebaju. Ono će da iskoristi sve. Sad ćemo ga nateramo da iskoristi sve, hteo, ne hteo. Oboma nam je uništio najjače karte, svaka čast. 50. On je preskočio, a? Da li mogu da ga dobijem odmah? Ma da. Lagana spika, a? To je to. Easy katka. Stani, druže. Hoću vidim da li on može da crafte master crafted stvari. Ja uopšte nemam mogućnost za master crafted. Nemam. Tako je, mora se nađe prvo dijagram. Ok, verovatno svi oni iz Tusanta mogu da sagrade master crafted armore. Šta ja imam? Ja imam... To jest, pardon, ja imam master crafted. Meni treba grand master armor i sve ostale stvari. Ja imam sve, ali tako. Master crafted, odlično. Odlično, odlično, odlično. Svaka čast. Svaka čast. Dobro, ne guraj se. Izvini, dečače. Sam malo. Frizer. Gospodin Rus.
Need a bit of grooming.
Vi što liči na mene, lik? Ha, i on igra karte.
Gwent, maybe we could play around.
Pusti bradu, isti Geralt. Vidi ovo. Skellige Storm može i u Nilf Guardianu. 2 špijuna. Sasvim pristojno da se počne. Sad će onda skipuje. Vi neće. Čudno. Ja moram rizikujem dosta karata da bi ja pobedio ovog batu. Ali šta se mora nije teško. Jel tako? Tako je. I izgubit ću možda zbog ovoga. A, neću, ja nisam vidio da imam špijuna još jednog. Easy win. Easy win. Ma da bre. Dođi mi na igru špijuna sad. Još 5 karata ima. Sačekamo da odigra još 2 ruke da vidimo šta on ima tačno od... Evo ga, još ova ručica i onda ćemo moći da vidimo šta tačno ima lik. Koje 3 karte su mu ostale. (15, 10 i Scorch. Dobro, spršit će mi lik ovo, ali nema veze. Ovo je ozbiljno dobra karta. Pa jeste vi ovo, on baci jednu ovo od 10, koja pozove 3 ove od 4 koje se združe. Znači to je iz jednog udarca, on je dobio 46. Zamisli još da ima ovaj dupli efekat ovde. Svaka čast, prijatelju. Svaka čast. Ali on sad ne smije baci Scorch. Inače će sprši sebi ove karte. To je to. Easy katka. Dobro. Aj sad da me ošišaš. Gde si? Skellige Storm mi je dao i on. 2 puta sam dobio istu kartu. Kakva glupost. Kakva glupost. Čekaj, šta je Keep It Fluffy? Isto kao pre, ali dobro. Šta je ovo? Ovo je nešto novo, a? Dobro izgleda, a? Moram priznati da mi se sviđa. Da vidimo. Ma da, top cheater. Ovako ćemo furamo neko vreme. Pa ćemo posle da se ošamo na ono staro. Kako to nije vrući Geralt u ovako punoj opremi? Šta? Aha, ovo su učesnici. Za sad nema Rivije, Geralta. Ajde da se prijavimo. Skribača. Bato. Dođi, Bato.
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia.
What a surprise.
Or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Molim? Zašto bi bio ovaj drugi?
How did you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the Ducal Archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
Ajde vidimo šta će nam kaže za Geralta od Rivije, pošto možda priča satima.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahira and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
Druže, Geralt of Rivia is Geralt of Rivia. Pusti priču.
I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
Lepo.
In that case, thanks.
Stvarno, hvala.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Pucaj. Da, volio bi da vidim malo više o nagradama. Šta su nagrade?
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy.
A pare? Neka lova?
Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith.
Okej. Sad mi je palo na pamet. Morat ćemo i mač da sagradimo, ne samo armor. Da, šta su challenge-i?
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will
Postoji takmičenje 3. Što je način da sklopi rečenicu? Čudan.
During which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient. You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney.
Dobro.
Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Aha. Okej, mislim da ćemo morati u Yennefer.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
Ajde.
I vow on the love of my lady, Yennefer of Vengerberg, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms.
Čak i 1267 treba se potpiši da popuniš formulare i ovo i ono i da se odričeš ovoga. Kakav bre armor, nosim svoj armor, druže.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Hvala, ba, to neće mi trebati sreće do duše. Razbiću li koje. Fuj. Na što liči armor. Okej.
Yes, yes.
Puš, Lulu.
That settles made mincemeat of my privy sitter.
Jesmo mi pisali? Jesu, Geralt. Evo kako se piše Geralt. Sjajno.
Keep calm. Start no prize. Edriga clans. Ducks nibbles.
What are you scared?
The archer. That's what I like. Maybe this year they'll pop off another honor.
Come and get them.
Dobro. Da vidimo samo, znači prvo je tu shooting range, to je cool. Mislim da nemamo vremena da odradimo turnir danas.
A professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality work.
Moguće da je ovo onaj lik koji je napravio mač za takmičenje. Ajde igramo Gwent pre nego što se bilo šta dalje dogovorimo.
Care for a quick round of Gwent?
Tako bre, klivni glavom bre. Klivni glavom. Pam para 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 pam. Tako je, još jedan špijun, to je sve što sam želeo. Opa, vraćaš kartu, a? Svaka čast, marale. Vidi njega, a? Istu kartu baca lik, svaka čast. Ko je ovaj? Moguće da se ovim bavi lik. Samo, nisam htio. Ovaj. Blue Boy Lugoš. Ima i Madman Lugoš. Čekaj, on ima 6, sad ima 3. Kako je moguće ovo da je izgubio samo pola snage? Baš čudno. Evo ga i Madman Lugoš. I on je izgubio samo pola, ne razumem. Ok, sad se da kažem, verovatno ima leader card koji mu dozvoljava da izgubi samo pola unit card strength kada je loše vreme, tako da zato i on gubi samo pola, ja gubim sve. Dobro, brate, ako ćeš tako da igramo, nije problem. Nikakav problem. Ja ne znam zašto sam ovo uradio. On mora da pobedi ovu ruku, tako da pustit ćemo ga da baci sve karte koje ima. Svo moguće vreme je lik zaledio, ima još ovu kartu, a? Ništa. Up, spas, dođi. Doviđenja, prijatno. Da vidimo šta on ima.
Like you to craft something for me, would you?
Tako je, on craftuje oružje. Samo da vidim da li imam uopšte... Nemam Ursin Sword Master crafted. To je Grand Master. Nema, boga mi.
What have you got there?
Dobro, znači definitivno ćemo morati da nađemo, samo ne znam da li postoji dijagram i za to. To jest da li smo već dobili u misiji lokaciju dijagrama i za oružje ili samo za armor. Ako nismo za oružje, onda je to možda negdje u svetu čeka da pronađemo. Što bi iskreno bilo dobro. Stvarno bilo dobro. Ok. Dobro. Nadao sam se da ću moći odmah da napravim Grand Master mačeve, za malo kažem noževe, ali ništa od toga. Dobro. Ajmo ovako. Ovdje će bude verovatno jedan deo takmičenja ili je tu tamo gdje smo se tukli sa onim čudovištem. Idemo da stanemo ispred shooting range-a. Udaram ovdje save. Ljudi moji, toliko za danas, nemamo više vremena, nisam hteo da krećem u turnir, da bi morao na kraju se ispostavili da moram da ga prekinem na pola jer nemamo više vremena. Od sljedeće epizode krećemo sa turnirom i svim ostalim ludnicama vezanim u Tucsontu. Hvala vam puno što ste bili uz kanal Arena Esport i ostanite tu. Mi se gledamo ponovo veoma uskoro. Vidimo se puno.